Oh, what the heck is that sound? Oh, actually it's not that bad. Is that the new drone everyone's talking about? It's the Mavic 2 Pro! To test the Mavic 2, we've come to the Great Wall of China. Again! First impressions are positive. The upgraded Active Track 2.0 works like a charm. This seems like a good spot to set up. Let's see what's in the bag. Dun, 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 dun. So first thing you'll notice when you look at the Mavic 2 Pro is the gigantic Hasselblad logo on the camera. And this is actually a really good partnership for them because Hasselblad got their start doing aerial surveillance cameras. So they've basically come full circle. This bad boy now boasts a 1-inch sensor, the same size as the one found in the Phantom 4 and significantly larger than the old Mavic Pros. You're basically getting a flying Sony RX100, except it also comes with Hasselblad's own color profile and D-Log-M in 10-bit, which gives you a much better flat color profile, which is very low contrast, but gives you so much more leeway back in post. Now that we have the Mavic 2 Pro and the Zoom, DJI have pretty much filled out the consumer portable drone market. So entry level we have the Spark and the Mavic Air. If you've got a Mavic Pro, you're probably going to upgrade to this. And even if you have a Phantom, you're probably going to use this as well because it's just as powerful, even more so than the Phantom series. And look how compact it is. No longer do you have to carry on this massive bulky backpack. This new Mavic Pro shoots 4K at 100 megabits a second and supports H.265, which basically means we've got better video quality. And if I don't say so myself, the 10-bit D-Log footage grades pretty well. Man, look how thick this guy is. You'll weightlift with this thing. They should have just called it DJI Fat. I mean, it's still obviously very, very portable, especially compared to the Phantom 4. One thing you will notice immediately is that this guy is covered in sensors. Sensors on the back, sensors on the front, sensors on the left and right side. 2 normal sensors, IR sensor, landing lights. It looks like the bottom of a grasshopper, or like a tardigrade. They're calling it omnidirectional object sensing. So it's not 360-degree object sensing, and these sensors are only all completely active during active track and tripod mode. So if you're outside of those 2 modes, you won't get the left and right sensors, so you still got to know how to fly. Where better to test the obstacle sensing than here in King's Landing? Active track supposedly has all of the sensors active. I'm going to try and get it to follow me. If it works, then fantastic. If it doesn't, then no biggie, because look how narrow these corridors are. This is going to be really tough. Hello? I'm over here. Wait. Come here. Well, it does say obstacle detected on the right, obstacle avoided, revised flight route. Come on, buddy. I know you're tired. I know you're on 13%, but this is all you're good for right now. Well, look, it keeps saying obstacle. It's definitely not crashing. It's just refusing to move. Except it's actually getting kind of, I'm going to catch it now. That actually was dangerously close to the wall. And I'm not sure if it's because we're either in a space that's way too small, or whether because the wind was very high, which it was, or whether the battery's low, but I didn't really want to risk it. To be fair, this is a really cramped space, and I don't expect Active Track to work well here. However, it did a much better job here, and even though it lost us for a second, it very quickly rectified that mistake. Okay, just gonna get some B-roll of the Great Wall. It's not as bright as earlier, so I've taken off the ND. It's actually fantastic that they've got NDs, and also we have an adjustable aperture on this now from 2.8 all the way up to 11. Before it was just 2.8, and if you didn't have an ND, you're either gonna have like people who are walking like this with no motion blur because your shutter speed's at 4,000, or it's just going to be massively overexposed. So now we have so much more control over light, much better.
Take off. The phone line has been updated. Please check it out.
Just sitting here watching my hyperlapse, doing the Chinese squat. I see everyone in China squatting here, playing on their phones, but unlike them, I'm actually doing something productive. I'm watching my hyperlapse, 150 photos in total. All I need now is a cigarette and a bottle of beer. And then I'll be so Chinese. Alright, casual racism aside, hyperlapse mode comes in 4 different flavours, and are a bit like quick shots, in that all you need to do is press go, and watch the magic happen. I set it to circle around the tower, and it's now I think it's decided that the tower is boring, and it's gone off in search of couples getting their wedding photos taken on the Great Wall. That said, my second attempt went swimmingly. Hyperlapse is a bit weird. Yeah, should have just flown in a straight line. It's not often I talk about signal and transmission, but the OcuSync system is actually really good. I was getting no latency and had very little signal problems up there, and it's fantastic that it streams the 1080p video straight to your phone. What's more, the Pro takes 20 megapixel HDR stills with 14 stops of dynamic range. I've pretty much exhausted all 3 batteries. The toted flight time is 31 minutes, which is actually 1 minute longer than the Phantom 4. However, you're never gonna get that. In actual fact, I maybe got about 22-ish minutes out of each battery, which is already pretty good because I was really pushing it and it was quite windy up there. And I think if you're just going out to take some really beautiful shots, some really beautiful HDR photos, then this is enough. It gives you more flight time than the Mavic Air and the old Mavic Pro. This is a real test of the Mavic 2 Pro. It's pretty much nighttime already, and I just did another hyperlapse. It was just a simple course lock in one direction with the subject as the waterfall. Basically means that as it's going forward, it's also panning down, and it just finished sinking from the drone all the way over there. And the result is actually really damn good. 1-inch sensor definitely does wonders at nighttime. For stills, there's a new mode called Hyperlight, which you use to take HDR photos when it's dark. It's actually really good, with very little noise, even at ISO 3200. Honestly, very impressed by the Mavic 2 Pro. It's super quiet. Can't actually hear it right now, as it's right, even though it's right above my head. However, if you look up, you can see the guy because they've added brighter, more landing lights. It's almost like a helicopter. You can't lose this guy anymore. It's pretty much already more or less nighttime. Look at that light! Look at that light! Oh my god! It's like a searchlight. It's like ET's Come Home. Oh my word! This guy is an absolute beaut. And what can I say? I am super impressed with this guy. A lot of people might be thinking it's just incremental upgrades. They stuck a Hasselblad camera on it and slightly bigger battery, but it's lots and lots of small and medium-sized upgrades that have come together to make a really well-rounded package. I mean, the camera is now actually pretty good in low light conditions. The battery life is longer. It's very stable in strong winds, and most of all, it's portable. It's not a Phantom. You don't have to carry a massive bag, and yet you still get all of the same capabilities and more in something you can hold in your hand. I'm sold.
The Mavic 2 Pro is the love child of the Phantom and Mavic drones. It combines great portability with great performance, and other than 4K 60p, I can't think of anything more I could want.
Fuck's sake. Which way do I go? Okay. Bloody unrestored wall. Feel like a crab. Still have signal? Good. Okay. Shit.